Hello again, everyone. Today we are diving into AP exams, also known as advanced placement exams. Again, this is another fantastic opportunity to gain college credit. AP exams are much more widely accepted by universities than CLEP exams are. So, if you're in high school and you have an AP course that you can take through the school, I would recommend doing that over trying to take the CLEP exam. However, if you have a university that you know you're going to and there's a CLEP variation and an AP variation, the CLEP variation is going to be much simpler. So AP psychology versus introductory psychology for CLEP. This CLEP one is going to be significantly easier, mostly because it is multiple choice where you're going to have written portions with the AP exam. But this is more accepted to more universities, including Ivy League schools like Harvard and things of that nature, while this one is going to be more for most universities will accept it. Any of the big schools are going to accept it for as far as transfer credits go, not Harvard, Yale, all of those big Ivy League schools, but most universities and state universities will. By the end of this lesson, you're going to know how AP exams work, how you want to go about it depending on where you are. If you're either a high schooler or you're in college or you're after college, if you want to even take AP exams in the first place. If you're in high school, again, I'm going to say preferentially AP courses that you can take through your school and you're not paying for, IB programs, same kind of deal. Whereas if you're out of high school and there's only specific AP exams for specific courses that you want transferred in, a great example of this is the modern European history. That doesn't exist as a CLEP exam or a DSST exam or anything like that. So there's a caveat to this. They only take the test on a specific day in May. So you have to find what the specific day is, and you have to be able to actually locate a high school that will let you take the test there. They'll still allow you to take it, but you have to make sure you're prepped because you get one shot a year at best. What are AP exams? AP exams are designed by the College Board to assess your education and how much knowledge you have on a particular subject. They're going to earn you college credits. Many AP exams are scored on a scale of 1 to 5. 3 is considered passing for most places. And again, AP exams are going to replace general education courses, which is just going to save you time and money, guys. It is a huge saver. Most AP exams are actually more difficult to study for than the actual college course itself. You have to put in a little bit more work on those. That's why I don't recommend these as a priority, especially if you're trying to maximize transfer credits. Prioritize CLEP and DSST, but AP can be good for some finite stuff. AP is going to be incorporated into a wide variety of subjects, anywhere from history, math, literature, psychology. AP exams are still great because they're cost effective. You are spending $100 for an exam that gets you 3 credit hours that you're going to be able to transfer to your degree, which would have normally, those same 3 credit hours would have cost you about $3,500. If you go to a community college or you go to an online school, it might be a little bit less, it might be closer to like $1,000, but you're still saving $1,000. Now, the best part about these is they are much more widely accepted. There are over 2,000 different universities that accept AP exams, more so than CLEP. CLEP is much, much less universities that accept them. But that being said, that is because AP is much more mainstream than CLEP is. Great part about this, guys, is that you actually don't need to study for this in the traditional route. If you are outside of school and you want to study for it in a different way, you absolutely can. One of my friends was just recommending to me, because he uses this for his college courses, and he said, ChatGPT, please just give me a study guide for the entirety of this course from chapter 1 through chapter 8. And came right there. He said he scored a 95 using that study guide. So I also believe that AP exams are going to save you time. Whether you're in high school, even though you take a whole year to study for it or even a semester to study for it, it is still going to help you out. Whereas I think as an adult, if you are actually prioritizing just this exam, you only need a month or 2 to study for it. You don't really need a ton of time. Just make sure you always adjust it to your schedule, understand what you're getting into. These are a lot more information that you'll need for them than you would need for even a normal college course or a CLEP or DSST exam. All AP exams are only offered once a year in May, and you're always going to have to wait until July to actually get your results on the exam. Most exams include multiple choice sections, problem-solving questions, and essay questions. So you want to be a little careful with especially the essay stuff because you want to make sure that you know how to actually properly write an essay. I always say, guys, choose AP exams that actually align with your degree requirements. Don't go around your high school saying, oh, I'm in 5 AP classes. That means I can do whatever I want to, whenever I want to, and I'm so smart. If you go into 5 AP classes and you pass all 5 of them and you get to college and you only needed 3 of them that get transferred in, you just wasted $200 and a whole year of time on 2 courses that you didn't even get to transfer in. Make sure the things that you are studying for and testing out of are actually going to apply to your actual degree. All right, so for study guides, guys, use AP textbooks, use books that you can find on Amazon. The College Board also has a bunch of different things that you can utilize. You're going to have to register through a local high school. That's going to be the easiest way to go about it. If you're in high school, just do it through your high school. Take the exam. On test day, bring your materials, be prepared, and stay calm, guys. Honestly, just go in the vibration and in the idea and in the mentality of, I'm just going to succeed. I'm going to pass this. If you come at it like that and you feel confident about it, you're going to have a much easier time approaching it. If you're scared that you're going to fail, you might fail a lot easier because you're freaking out. Just make sure you feel good and you feel situated. If you don't pass, you didn't pass. Whoop-de-doo. You can take it again next year. I mean, it's not ideal, but you can. And after you get your exam results and you pass, make sure you send them off to your university that you are attending so that they can actually apply them to your degree program. And with the right preparation, guys, they're a powerful tool to actually get your college degree. A few recommendations if you are out of high school trying to apply for an exam. Make sure you prep about 2 to 3 months ahead. You want to kind of start getting stuff moving around February, March time period so you guys can start setting yourself up for May. You want to start studying 1 to 2 hours a day pretty consistently all the way until the exam. And then you also want to put all of the materials together and make sure you find a high school that is going to allow you to do it. You need confirmation that is written to you, okay? Make sure that you have a factual thing that you are going to be there. You pay the $90 to $100, whatever it is, to go and take the exam, and then you can actually get the degree. So the 2 most common things that people use for study resources are just AP test books. There are tons of them all over Amazon. And then the next thing is called the Princeton Review. Definitely check into both of those. They're gonna be great study resources for you. The big one with these guys is practice, practice, practice. Make sure you take practice AP exams before you go and take the actual test, because you're gonna actually understand and feel more comfortable with what's actually going to show up. In summation, find AP exams that are actually gonna be beneficial for your specific degree. Make sure you are studying for you and not for clout. Find your local high school or testing center that you can actually take an AP exam at. Sometimes you might even be able to take them at like a college or a community college. You just want to double check with whoever it is that you're trying to take a test through. There are multiple options of being able to do it. Just look around your local areas. And then finally, guys, gather and prep all your study guides. Make sure you are ready to go, that you are studying and focused on this specific exam. Final bits, guys, is just set a study schedule. Make sure you're studying at least 1 to 2 hours a day. And if you can't get a full hour in, I would say it's better to get a 10-minute session a day in than it is to skip a day and do like 6 hours one day. Try to do a little bit every day. The habit is more important than it is to get everything done all at once. And get started now, guys. The sooner you start, the better prepared you're gonna be. Just get after it. If it's June and you wanna start prepping it, go for it. If you realize that this is a priority and you need to get this certain class out, start testing now. You want to make sure that when you take that exam in May, that you're definitely going to pass with a 3, 4, or 5. And with the proper planning, guys, AP exams are going to be a great benefit to getting your 1-year diploma. Make sure you guys focus in on them and get after it. Get out there and start working hard, okay? If you have any questions, if you go on the main page, there is an AP exam questionnaire. You can ask any questions about AP exams on that comment doc. Anybody who might be able to help you is going to comment and respond to you. Let's help each other out, guys. If you know some answers that you might be able to help out with that maybe I didn't answer in this video, please help out. We're all here to help each other. We're all here to make this work, and we're all here to end the student debt crisis, guys. Make sure we get after it and we go off to college with no debt at all.